Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Genesis 1, verse 15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens, to give light upon the earth, and it was so. So for the Zohar, this verse carries profound spiritual implications about divine illumination, the purpose of creation, and the channeling of higher light into lower realms. It highlights the mystical link between heaven and earth, soul and body, concealed light and revealed presence. The first phrase, let them be for lights to give light upon the earth. This is transmitting divine illumination. So the Zohar teaches that this verse clarifies the ultimate mission of the luminaries. Not only do they serve as cosmic markers, as in verse 14, but they must now actively give light to the earth, the lower world, where Shekinah dwells in concealment. This giving of light is not merely visual or physical illumination. It is a metaphor for spiritual influence, consciousness, and guidance descending from the upper worlds into the human realm. The lights thus represent spiritual vessels that transfer divine energy into the world of action. The next phrase we have, in the firmament of the heavens. This is the pathway of light. The luminaries are placed in the firmament, a concept the Zohar deeply associates with the Sephirah of Yesod. Yesod is the spiritual channel or pipeline that connects all the upper Sephirot to Malkuth, the earth level. By situating the luminaries here, God ensures that divine light is measured, balanced, and transmitted appropriately. Thus, the luminaries are bridges between dimensions, ensuring that the overwhelming divine radiance is filtered so the earth can receive it in a sustainable way. So the purpose of light, to reveal the hidden. The Zohar emphasizes light exists to reveal. Spiritually, this light dispels not just physical darkness, but spiritual ignorance, confusion, and exile. The verse's emphasis on light reaching upon the earth signifies the divine desire to make the lowest realm a place of illumination, order, and holiness. This reflects the fundamental mystical idea that earth is not cut off from heaven. It is the very place meant to receive and reveal divine light. The next phrase we have, and it was so. This is a fulfillment of divine intent. The phrase Vayehi Chen, in English, and it was so, signals in Zoharic language that the divine decree become actualized in the world of form. It confirms that light successfully entered creation, not in unfiltered form, but via appropriate vessels such as the moon, the star, and the sun. This closure marks the beginning of time-based illumination, making the world ready for the development of life, soul awareness, and sacred action. So the inner meaning, the human parallel. For the Zohar, each person is a little world. Just as the cosmos receives divine light, so too does the human being. The soul is meant to receive light from higher realms and illuminate the earth, meaning the body and the physical world we inhabit. Our thoughts, actions, and words can either channel light or block it. This verse calls us to become living luminaries, to refine ourselves as vessels that shine divine consciousness into our surroundings. So the Kabbalistic symmetry, this is unifying heaven and earth. In earlier verses, the firmament acted to divide the upper and lower waters. Here, the Zohar says, it now becomes a medium of transmission. This reflects the mystical movement from separation, which was in day 2, to harmonized giving, which was in day 4. Through the lights, the upper worlds influence the lower, not by overwhelming them, but by measured light. The luminaries are not absolute light, but design radiance, like Torah and Mitzvot, channels that reveal just enough of the infinite, so we may receive without being consumed. So Genesis 1 verse 15, through the Zoharic lens, unveils the spiritual mission of the luminaries to transmit divine light from heaven into earth. These lights, such as the moon, the sun, and the stars, are not merely sources of physical brightness, but spiritual vessels set in the firmament to deliver measured illumination into creation. Placed in the firmament, which mystically corresponds to Yesod, the lights act as bridges between upper and lower realms. Their goal? To shine awareness, balance, and divine energy into the physical plane, ensuring that even in the lowest realm, which in this case is Earth, God's presence is revealed. The phrase, "and it was so," affirms that divine will was fulfilled. Light successfully entered the world in a structured, sustainable form. In Kabbalistic thought, this is a cosmic turning point. Light no longer hovers above creation, but now inhabits it, preparing the stage for life, soul connection, and spiritual growth. On a personal level, the verse reminds us we are meant to receive and share light. Just as luminaries light the world below, so too our souls illuminate our lives, transforming the earth of physicality into a vessel of spiritual radiance. That's it for today. Thank you for your donation. Be blessed, everyone. I will see you on the next episode.